Yo, what's going on YouTube? We're back with another one. Today we will be working on a Dodge Charger 2017, I believe. Yes, Charger 2017. But this system works from, what is it? From 2011 to 2017. And it's a push to start. So is this one, the Charger PTS automatic transmission, push start button. And this customer is gonna want the pure remote start, so it's the CompuStar 925S. This is the system. The module we will be sending with is a Blade AL made for the CompuStar. But first, before anything, I don't own any copyrights to any music you hear throughout this whole video. All right, now that we got that out the way, let's first go ahead and take all this apart. Right here on the side is just pure clips. Take out the side piece. You have, I believe, Phillip head right here, and everything else is just pure clips. Oh, actually, no, my bad. You have two screws. One up here, and then one all the way down here, which is gonna be that one right there. And then everything else is just pure clips. You're gonna unplug these plugs, which are these. They got little clips right here. Push down on them. This one has it on the side, and this one right here, this little red tab is like a little lock. So all you do is lift this tab up like so, and then push down on that, and then that comes off. Then you push back down to lock it. But that's it. Right here has got another plug. Same thing, it's got the clip right there. And then as far as the hood lever, all you do is push down on the middle clip. Don't push too hard because it could break off. Just push down and then slide back, and then it comes off. And then this you could just set to the side. Right here you're gonna see a big metal sleeve, a plate. It's got 4 10mm, 2 on each side, and then you could set that to the side. We're done with that. We're gonna run the antenna as always up to the headliner, down to the pillar, and this is where we're at. One more thing before anything, this installation, the module requires clone, so you are gonna have to hook it up back to your laptop or send it back to, let's say, a store, or let's say you got the module and you got it programmed from a store, from a dealer, whoever it is. Once you finish the installation and you're gonna program the system, let me show you guys real quick, so that way you guys get an idea of what I'm talking about. So this is the programming procedure for the module. Once you finish the installation, you got to go through all these steps. And then by clone, what I mean is right here in step 10 is gonna be flashing blue, and that's when you turn off the switch, and you're gonna have to disconnect the whole system, and then remove it from the vehicle, connect it to the computer, to the laptop, or if you don't have a laptop, again, you're gonna have to send it back to the company or wherever you got your module programmed. They're gonna have to do the second step, which is right here. Continue extended programming, the clone. Once that's done flashing, then you go ahead and hook it up and finish up your programming procedure. If you guys don't have access to the laptop or don't know how to do the second clone, then I recommend you guys to first talk to a company, whoever sells these, wherever you could get your hands on them. Tell them to flash it for you and tell them that you'll be back, I guess, because it's a clone and you're gonna need them to do the second part of the clone. But that's about it. And then also, this installation requires you to install a diode. It's type 8 right there. This requires you a diode. So what that is this. Get your hands on one of these. You must add this on the installation on the system. If not, then it's not gonna work, and you gotta install it the way it tells you to. So the gray line has to go towards the system. All right, so now that we got that out of the way, as far as the wires that you're gonna need from the system, it tells you right here. All you literally need is the ground, 12 volts, and the ignition. So that is coming from this main harness. So we set the ground, which is the black one, your 12 volts, which is the red and the red white, these two, and then the ignition, which is the green one, this one right here. You're only gonna use those, the green, reds, and the black one. Everything else you're gonna cut. The parking lights, luckily the module is gonna do it, the parking light mux, and all you gotta do is hook up this one wire to that one plug that's in your parking light switch, and that's gonna be the yellow one from your module. So it's this one. But again, for now, the only ones that you need from this plug is the black, the green, and the red ones. Everything else, all the other ones, you cut and tape up. As far as this plug right here, this is from your blade harness, the harness from your blade. That you're only gonna need the white, black, white, red, yellow, brown, red, brown, yellow, orange, black, orange, and the pink. All right, those are the only ones you're gonna need. Every other wire cut, tape up. And then this last plug, the only wires that you're gonna need from here is pretty much the white one. I would say the light blue white, like how I left it here, but since it's push to start, it's not gonna require this because it's already gonna do it. Or who even knows, maybe it might turn off when you open up the door. But anyways, this one you're more than likely not gonna use. The white one is your horn, and we're gonna see where we hook that up, and then that's about it. Every other wire from this plug you cut, tape up. You don't need them. And then right here, back to where I said you hook up the diode, ignition, which is the green one, this green one. So what you do is cut that green wire, send your diode with the gray wire pointing towards the remote start. So I cut my green wire, I got that gray line pointing towards my remote start, and then on the other end you hook up the pink one from your module plug, from your harness. So the pink one from here, you hook it up to the other end of the green ignition wire. So exactly like this, how you guys see it. The diode wire, the stripe line goes towards the system, and the pink wire goes to the other end with this. And then you tape this up, and then you should be good. You should be set. Another wire that you guys have to hook up together is the white red together with the orange black, as I did right here, somewhere around here. Here you go. So here's my white red with the orange black. I just peeled it, hooked it up, tape it up. That's it. Okay. This hood status, I'm not gonna hook up because this is just pure remote start. This is only when you do the alarm and remote start, so that way when the hood opens, it goes off if somebody opens up the hood. But again, this one's pure remote start. It doesn't even have for the hood, so no point of hooking that up. Either way, it's gonna work without it. And then that's it. Right here, your con high, con low, which is the brown red and brown yellow, you're gonna send together with the ground. The ignition is gonna be the only difficult part because you're gonna have to send that wire to the passenger side, the kick panel, all the way down there. And if more than likely you're gonna have to make this wire longer, get up another piece of wire, make it longer, and send it to the other side. But that's pretty much it. Everything else is gonna go either here, here, and the OBD down here. And then the horn, I believe it might be here or in the kick panel. But let's go ahead and finish up prepping the system. Alright guys, so this is the finished product on how it should look. It doesn't necessarily have to be if you guys didn't do it the way I did it. But there's no wrong way on installing this, guys. You guys have your own method or your own way on taping up, that's completely fine. Just make sure you guys tape it up right. And by right, I mean like make sure it's taped up tight. Okay, so what I did here is, like I said, your con high, con low is going to the ground, so I taped up all these three so that way they go in their own direction, which is right there, the OBD. This yellow one I taped by itself. I didn't tape it up a lot because, again, this is gonna go hooked up right here to your parking light switch. That's your parking light mux. And then these, the power and all the other blade harness, the wires from the harness, they're orange, white, red, and white, black, goes together with the 12 volts, and they're gonna go right here in the plug where your push button is. And then the green one, which is your ignition, and the white one, which is your horn, these I taped together because they're both gonna go on the other side, because right here it says my horn trigger is on the PCM above the passenger kick. So the horn and the ignition is at the kick, so I taped those up together. All right, this system, I might more than likely just send it, let me turn on the light. I might just send it right here. I got enough good space right there, zip tie it up, or maybe around here, wherever you guys see fit. Just make sure you zip tie it good. You don't want your system to be loose, somewhere around here. And then all the other wires are gonna go down there, the OBD right here, and the parking lights right here. All right, so mounted that bad boy right there. I zip tie right here, zip tie up here, so let's get started. Your parking light, your mux, the yellow one from your module, you're gonna, like I said, run it to right here where your switch is, and it's gonna be this one right here. Is the only one that looks like this. And the wire you're looking for is white brown away from the clip side. So pin 3, 1, 2, 3 right here. You're gonna hook up again your yellow from your module from here, this black one. That yellow one, you're gonna hook it up there. Then you're gonna tape this up. You're done with that. Right here I'm gonna put zip tie or tape so that way it's not loose like that. And then let me turn this light back on. As far as the OBD wire, the wiring, we said your ground, con high, and con low is gonna be right here. Your con high and con low are these, your gray whites and the yellow. The yellow one is your con low, the gray whites is your con high. So with that being said, you're gonna hook up your brown red from your module, hook it up to the gray whites, and the brown yellow from your module, you're gonna hook it up to the yellow one. And then as far as your ground, is gonna be 2 pins over from where your con high is, and it's gonna be a black one. So we said your con high is right here, 2 pins over, 1, 2 is this black one right here. And then this black one, you're gonna hook it up to your black one from your system, like so. All right, please, people, don't get confused. It's 2 pins over from this gray white, so 1 pin, 2 pin, this black one. If you do 2 pins over the other side, there's no pins. If you do 1 pin over, you're gonna see that black one, but it may not be ground. So make sure, again, you guys grab the right wires. Okay, and then once you finish taping it up, tip all this back, and this you could put back in here. Oh, and to take this out, it's got 2 side clips on the side. Squeeze those, then prop it out. All right, we're already like 75% done. All that's left is these on the button, on the push start button, and then these on the passenger side. All right, we finished the parking light, we finished the OBD. All that's left, what's next is the connections on the push start button. I ran the wires behind here because keep in mind that you still have to put back that metal sleeve or that metal plate. That metal plate that's right here, and you don't want nothing squished, no wires being squished but nothing. So I ran it behind this metal. And then as far as the plug, it's right here, easy to grab. It's not all the way back here, it's literally right here. You just push down on this clip and then pop it out. And then the wires you are gonna need, or the wires you're gonna grab, is these: the red green, the white green, and the purple blue. The black one is the only one you're not gonna use. So your red green is gonna be your 12 volts. You're gonna peel that wire and hook up your 2 red ones, your thick red wire and your thick red white right there. Tape that up. Next one is gonna be your white green, which is your immobilizer line or lin. I think that's how you pronounce it. This is the only wire you're gonna have to cut. So you cut that wire, and the end that goes towards the plug, you're gonna hook up the white black from your module. So white black from my module to this end, and then the other end that goes away from that plug because you cut it, the other end you're gonna hook up the white red from your module. White red to that white green. Then tape that up, and the last one is gonna be next to that white green, which is the purple blue. And this one, hold up guys, let me see if I can move the lights. There you go. The purple blue, this one, and this one you're gonna hook up the orange one from your module. And that's it. You're done with this plug. Tape it up, plug this back in there, and then all that's left is your parking light and your horn. But not parking light, your ignition and your horn. I actually wanted to program the module, but actually you are gonna have to hook up the ignition in order for it to actually program, so that way it can open the switch. So let's tape this up, plug that back, and then send this to the passenger side. Alright guys, we send the wire. My gloves just ripped. but we send the wire, which was the horn and the ignition, right through here. There's a little hole. I send it through here. You're gonna have to take out this, what is it, like a panel cover. There you go, a cover. It's got clips, one here, tie them down, and then this comes off. It's got a plug right here, the pin right there, slides off easily. Set this to the side. I took off this panel on the side, and then this panel right here on the side, and then this whole kick panel, oh yeah, this whole kick panel thing comes off. And then we go under here to the kick panel. Okay, to the kick panel right here. Sorry guys. Right here, this big main plug. You're gonna grab this pink white. You're gonna hook up your green wire right here. That's your ignition. The wire, like I said, since it wasn't long enough, I made it longer and I used a yellow one. So just make sure it's a green wire. It doesn't matter what wire or what color wire you use, as long as it's originally the green one. Hook it up to that pink white. Okay, and then as far as the horn, that's your ignition. You're gonna tape that up. Your horn wire is gonna be the same spot, just a little bit more up, and you see that plug up there. And then right here is in this plug, you're gonna grab dark green white, which is right there, dark green white. And you're gonna hook up the white one to there. That's your horn. And then that should be it. You tape everything up, and then you should be good. Pull all the panels back, and then all that's left to do is to program the module. Alright guys, we put everything back on the passenger side, and like I said, all that's left to do is program it. So let's go ahead and program this. Right there. Okay, first step is to close the door, the driver door, and reopen the driver door. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, close, reopen. Next step is to hit the unlock button on the key fob. So once we hit the unlock button, the light is gonna flash once. So unlock, flashed once. We're gonna remove the valet key and remove the battery from it, and then open the switch twice. It's gonna turn solid red. Once it turns solid red, we turn it off, and then hit the switch button 2 more times, and it should flash blue, and then turn it off. So here, take off the key and take off the battery. So we're gonna, okay, here's the relay key. We take this apart. We're not gonna take out the battery. All we're gonna do is this other end, this other side is where it has a chip. So all we gotta do is, like it told us, open a switch twice. 1, 2 is gonna turn red, then we turn it off, then we open the switch again. 1, 2, it should flash blue. There you go. Once it flashes blue, turn off the switch again, and then here is the clone parts. We're gonna go ahead and disconnect everything, hook it up to the laptop, and do the second part of the clone. So I'm gonna disconnect all these plugs and then hook this system to the laptop. All right guys, disconnected the system. Just these 3 plugs, that's all you need to disconnect. I hooked up my flasher. You are gonna need a flasher if you have a laptop and you have to have an account in order for you to flash it, right? So the flasher to the module, to the brain, to the laptop, and then we just go ahead and hit continue extended programming. We wait for it to flash. It kind of takes a bit. Sometimes it does this and then it just repeats itself, but you just patiently wait, and then it should flash. There you go. And then the light on your module should be flashing as well, indicating that it's flashing. Once this is finished, we go ahead and disconnect it, plug this back up, and then on to the second step, which is again close and reopen the driver door. Open the switch twice. The light should turn for 2 seconds blue, then turn it off, and then you could assemble all of this back. So let's go ahead and connect this back. All right, yes sir. Got that plug back in. Close the door, open the door. Open the switch twice. It's gonna turn solid blue for 2 seconds, and then we close the switch. So 1, oh, come on. There you go, 1, 2, 1, 2 seconds. Then we turn it off, and then we should be set. All we gotta do is assemble this back. But let's go ahead and test out the trunk button, because it should do your trunk as well. Press and hold it. There you go. Got the trunk open. Okay. There you go. So lock, unlock, we did the trunk, remote starts. There you go. And then for the takeover, all you do is hit the unlock button, open the door, get inside, close the door, press and release the brake. And let's put all this back, and I'll see you guys at the end of this video. All right guys, all right, Dodge 2017 Charger for pure remote start, lock, unlock, and remote starts. And there you guys have it. So I hope you guys found this video entertaining, and I hope you guys learned something from this, and most importantly, I hope you guys were able to install your own system by yourself. If not, you guys have any question, problems, leave a comment, let me know. I'm more than happy to help you guys out. All right, thank you guys for your support, your views, your comments. Hit that like button, leave a comment, subscribe, and I'm gonna just keep on grinding, guys. Stay safe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Time to pull out. Pull in of Ford Taurus. Oh, dang. Sheesh.